Welcome everybody to another Bar Talk video chat. I'm Dave Summers, Executive Director of the Omaha Bar Association. I'm here today with Ron Murtaugh, the County Court Administrator, Douglas County. And Ron, how are you doing?
Good, good. How are you doing, Dave?
Can't complain. It's after the 4th of July and I still have all my fingers, so that's always a good thing, right? We are here because there are some new things that attorneys need to understand about e-filing, and you are the expert on this. You are the chief administrator for the county court here in Douglas County, and so we thought we'd just do a run through of what they need to know and even have some share screens up and show them what to do, right?
Sure, absolutely. So what I want to share is not a court rule or court mandated. What has happened is the Supreme Court has worked on a archivable option from a records retention perspective. And they've worked many years on this to get what's called a PDFA as an approved archive other than microfilm and paper. So in moving to the PDFA, what the state is doing is they're using software to go back and grab some of those PDF images and convert them to PDFA. Well, what we found out is in that conversion process, the process gets stalled or some of the images fail because it's seeing some of the things behind the scenes, such as a form, if it's got fillable fields to it, an email address, which we all know an email address is now required by the Supreme Court. But what the conversion is getting stopped on is that when you type the email address into a Word document, it creates a hyperlink for that person to be able to click on it. Then it opens up your Outlook and where you can email. So fillable fields that are still there, hyperlink for email addresses or any other fillable items is what's failing a lot of our images. The other day we had probably close to 80, 90 failed images in our criminal traffic area. So in that case, what has to happen is we have to manually go in, manually print those documents and manually process them into a different format so that it will pass that PDFA. So today, all I'm doing is asking the bar to take an extra step. And I just want to talk about that real briefly so any PDF documents that are sent to us will pass that screening process and that conversion process.
Yeah. I mean, all I do is hit the save as PDF and I forget about it, but you're saying there needs to be a little bit more to that.
Not a whole lot more. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask attorneys in the bar to print to a PDF instead of simply saving to a PDF. It's going to accomplish the same goal. You're still going to be able to save it as a document. But when you print to a PDF, it removes all of those pieces of the document that are getting hung up on the, on the conversion process.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and pull up one of our cases here. These fields are still fillable. So if you come in and you save this as a PDF, and I'm just going to rename this sample number 1, and we open it. Again, it kept all that. So if we simply come in and do a print, and we change this to any print to PDF, all the computers should have Microsoft Print to PDF.
Right.
Adobe has one. And if you print to a PDF, it's going to allow you to save it. And it removes all of those items.
Right.
The same thing holds true on your email addresses. So if you hover over the email address and it gives you the mail to option,
Mhm.
your hyperlink is still active. So again, all we have to do is print to a PDF. It'll do the same thing. It'll remove it. The good thing with print to PDF is that sometimes the blue ink still comes through or still shows up. Just because it's blue doesn't automatically mean that the
Ah,
link is there.
yeah.
See, when we hover over it, it doesn't give us that mail option.
Mhm.
So that's it in a nutshell. If we can just get people to the bench to just print to a PDF,
Mhm.
save it, and email it, that would go extremely far with my staff. We'd really appreciate it.
And we're talking, Ron, this is significant amounts of time that's being spent on this. That's a very small change for the attorneys and staff, but for your staff, it adds up, right?
Yeah, so if we had to fix this, we have to go into justice, we have to print this form out. Then we have to take it, we have to barcode it, we'll barcode it here. Then we have to scan it, re-image it, put it back in to the system.
Mhm.
So, to do 70 to 80 a day, it took our staff close to an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's just one division. All
Right.
of these failures are coming through our civil, probate, and criminal divisions. So
Right.
any help is greatly appreciated.
No, that's a really, I think this is, we'll shout this from the rooftops time and time again. We'll put in the newsletter, send this out to members and everything like that, and hopefully, we'll get some traction on this and lower the staff time to just doing that conversion, which hopefully we can save you a lot of time there. So I appreciate that. Anything else you want to talk about while you have the mic here, Ron?
No, sir, I think we're good.
All right. Well, I will get this out to membership, and I appreciate your time, and thanks for all you're doing.
Nope, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.